Hi, for today's teardown, this, it might be a one-way teardown because sadly this unit is in bad shape and not complete. Collins ADF control head, and you cannot see here, but in fact it is missing the main display in here, so quite sad. The front plate is in bad condition. Broken parts inside. The manufacturer label has been destroyed, so you cannot know the model number or serial number, so you are sure it will not be reinstalled in an aircraft. And quite rough condition overall, so I guess it is not worth keeping. I will salvage parts and maybe keep the circuit boards inside if there is anything beautiful on them, but it is what it is. You cannot keep everything. And I do not believe I will be able to find a replacement display. It will be easier to find another unit complete than just the replacement display. It was probably salvaged. So, first look inside, quite a bunch of circuit boards, obviously. Label here from Sabena Technics. And your regular caution labels. Okay. So, the boards are secured. I am checking. Like such, board-to-board connections. One backplane here with all the interconnects, and here the socket of the display which is missing. So I believe first I will try to undo this front panel completely. For this, little Imperial Allen, of course. I will definitely keep those buttons. It can be useful for another unit to complete. Okay. This one, it is interesting because it is in 2 levels. You have to undo first this, like such, and then the second level here. Okay. Then what else? Ah, little screw here. And yes, something else here to undo. A little threaded crown here around this switch that I did already work close because not that easy to access. Not the best design here. You need a very special tool for this, I guess. Some kind of hollow tube with just 4 teeth. The kind of tool, when you have it, you use it one time in a century, but really, yes, look at this. Nice parts to keep, however. And so here is what it looks like behind the front panel, like this. Do not know if I will keep this or what. You can see quite side condition. I might, however, keep this glass piece, well, window piece, smoked plastic here, but it might be useful for another one. This part is quite not good, already been repainted several times and everything. Okay, then you can see the fastener mechanism here to the cockpit panel, and we have two big screws to nuts to undo here, and smaller ones here for the buttons, but I guess I should have a connector somewhere for them. So let me grab other tools. As a set of BA wrenches. Tools with letters instead of numbers, and we notice the smaller the number, the bigger the wrench is, like with American wire gauge. Thank you very much, it is super convenient. All those US units, completely weird. Okay, there is one nut here over power transistor regulator. We are good. All this hardware I will keep, of course. Then this one, it should come off after I undo this little locking part here. Okay. So do we have anything worth having a look on here? I do not know. But anyways, it is not going back together, I believe, so let's take apart everything. Very light structural construction, this thing. I believe it is for most of the time for private aircraft, this kind of little unit. Not for big airliners, definitely. Okay. Does it come off? Yes. So you can see what we have here. Some more parts to clean, but the connector might be salvageable if I hit with a heat gun here. Golden pins maybe. Super tiny capacitors. Okay. This I might undo those captive nuts to salvage them. Then what next? I believe, yes, we need to undo those nuts here, because the switches are soldered to the boards. This should allow to undo completely the front panel, more or less. Maybe a little bit more unscrewing. Okay, first board off. Seems to be power supply related, this one. Quite crusty. Isonic Okay, so that kind of coil or transformer, diode heat that did overheat and was maybe, or maybe not, replaced. No, just overheated. L'Infinity, I see. I believe it is the first time I see this particular brand. Capacitors are made by Nippon Chemicon USA. Okay. Nice dial. Precision resistors everywhere. So those are nice parts. What next? This should come off. And here maybe. Second one. And connector here also. Okay. Big IC here with a stamp number over it, Intel MD8255A. Rear side of it, gray ale switch rotary, nice one, of course. Some unpopulated holes here to do bodges or something like this, it seems. Look at this. Yes, they did provide provision for modifications or bodges. Interesting. And on the next board also. Next board. So first the front panel here. Nothing to see here, just the board with the sockets to the missing display. I do not know which technology of display it was, probably some kind of VFD or plasma or something like this. Do not believe it was LED. Nice, super tiny switches here. Well, they look nice, but they are not that great. This one is even stuck, it seems. Okay. We are left with 2 or 3 boards. So here one of those parts is broken here. Well, did fall off because of broken spacer here. It is not me. Then this layer, still Intel, copyright 75, so quite old school stuff. Let me check the overdate codes. Oh, we have 94 here, 94 here also, but copyright 75, so they did use super old SEs here. And as I said, more holes for modifications. Nice resistor networks. Next board seems more processing power. Interesting. Double stack switch here. And I will remove this broken standoff. Looks like this is aluminium. Actually, yes, super light and not magnetic. Must be why it broke so easily. We have another one here with this interesting kind of motherboard, which is connected like such with a number of headers, but there is nothing else to see under it, I believe. Wow. There is a solder point here, it is why it will not come off. Okay. Atmel 80, so must be a microcontroller also. So quite a lot of big ICs in this thing. Maybe there is a ring interface and everything to communicate with the remote radio box. Ah, this switch is made in China. C&K China. Okay. Texas Instruments, more boards, everything is good brands apparently. This board is light green while the other ones are regular color. Interesting. Nice conformal coating everywhere. Okay. So interesting stuff, but sadly this unit is not complete, so I will not keep this anyways. This might go in a grab a bag of random electronics. We have no gold ceramic IC in here, so no particular interest for me to keep them. I was just curious to see what it was looking like in one of those units. Of course, if I find one in a good condition, I might grab it for my collection, but this one, no. So, thanks for watching, bye bye.